You know what? That was also something else I think about. So my barber was trying to let me lock this chair so I can stop leaning back. My barber was trying to start his podcast or whatever, and
A barber.
yeah. So he was.
Is it a barber podcast?
Nah, he
Like phase ain't fading like they used to.
niggas ain't got the high top Caesars. No, he so he was. This is like a while ago when we first started ours. And he was thinking about starting his or whatever, so I was telling him all the stuff we use and, where to get it or whatever. And eventually, like a couple days ago, he just hit me like, let me send me one of y'all episodes or whatever. I can see, how it's done. So I sent them episode, I think 18. And yeah, I sent episode 18 on Thursday. And then on Saturday, I went and got my haircut. And so, we in there talking or whatever. And one of the things I noticed, like I first put it in on Spotify because I thought it was up on Spotify. So I put in, Blog Talk Podcast or whatever. And so many other people popped up. And I'm like, maybe we should name change. Like, I'm really, like, thinking about it, like, now, like, I looked on YouTube, it wasn't that many people. But when I put it on Spotify, it's so many people that got that fucking name.
Okay.
So, just being up, if you want to think about it, I think we should do it. Just go through a quick name change. We can brainstorm something. But he said, man, y'all name so cold. I'm like, dude, so many people got that fucking name. And I'm so upset, but kind of should have saw that coming. It was the first thing we thought of, and it's whatever. Yeah. But this is all just banter. I'm gonna cut this out.
Oh, it's recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was recording.
Yeah, I hit record just to start this out. But yeah, ever since then, I said I would never sleep in a girl's dorm room again. Ever since then. Oh man.
I don't blame you though.
But it's been a while, G.
It has been a while. It's been 2 months, man.
It's been a while, man.
2 months.
2 months, too long. We went hard for a minute though.
We did.
We was like back to back to back. But
yeah.
now, what I'm saying, life happens and shit.
Yeah, man. Holidays and working junk, and then jobs want you to work more because it's the holidays.
Because the holiday, dog, eat my dick.
Dog.
Like I was so upset.
What did they have you working?
We we worked right up to Christmas Eve, the 23rd, we worked up to Christmas Eve, and then we had Christmas Eve, Christmas Day off, the day after Christmas, and then we had to go back in Monday and Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, good thing is those are all like triple time days or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got paid for those.
Good.
But yeah, I was still upset we had to come back in those 2 days. And then right after that, like I didn't even stay both days. I didn't stay the whole time. I was sick as a dog. Like, so went home.
When were you sick?
The 26th, that Sunday. Yep, that Sunday. And then I felt it at night, like right before I went to sleep.
So you felt your Christmas Day?
No, on Sunday night.
Okay.
That's when I felt it. And then on the 27th, Monday morning, that's when I was like, yeah, I feel like shit.
See, that's when my girl told me to stay home.
Yeah.
Damn, she know best. That's fucking crazy.
So then we both was like sick as a fucking dog. We felt like shit. Our New Year's was just horrible.
And I was sick this past week.
Really?
Yeah, I missed a day of work. I didn't go in on Tuesday. But I went back every other day that week because I couldn't afford not to.
Yeah.
Man, you know how hard it is to get a COVID test right now?
I bet.
Dog, you can't.
I bet.
You can't. Look, so I went to try to get a COVID test. They said they opened up at like 9 o'clock. I got there at like 10. She said, no, we booked for the day. She said, if you want a COVID test, you got to come around 6. I thought you open at 9. She said, we do. So she wanted me to come and just wait. But then it's like at 6 or at 9 when they open, you got a mad dash to the door. So do I got to hit somebody to get like top 3? And then that's just to make your appointment for the day. And they only do same day appointments. So you can come in, you can be one of the people there at 9 o'clock, but they'll say, okay, we'll have your test ready for you for you to come and take your test at 6:30. Right. I gotta be to work at 6. I can't take the test. Right. So I was like, well, at that point, if I got COVID, I got COVID. And I'm sorry I gotta spread it to everybody, but I can't get no fucking test. Like, if y'all wanted me to not spread it or get tested, y'all would have had a way better system than this.
It would have been so much better.
This is a terrible system. I don't like any of this. And So I feel better now. Like I started feeling better probably around Thursday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Because you know I was heavy on my NyQuil because that's my shit.
You with NyQuil?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I took DayQuil though because I had to get up and go to work. So I took DayQuil. The one time I did take some NyQuil, knocked me the fuck out.
Man,
amazing.
NyQuil is the best. NyQuil is the best. Boy, NyQuil wouldn't even have to pay me for a commercial. They wouldn't. I would appreciate it if they did, but it wouldn't be required.
On the house. Oh boy.
But what about you? How was your New Year's besides being sick?
It was horrible. Like I said, I sat around. I slept. I went to sleep around like 9 o'clock at night, and then one of the guys from college, he had called me or whatever because he got that he got one of these jackets or whatever, and I guess he wore it to some party, and 2 people wanted to buy him or whatever. So he called me like, "Hey, I got these orders, and man, wake up, get up, and blah, blah, blah." So I'm all right. I actually got to take them to him today. Yeah. Yeah. So it was we was both sick, laying around, just annoyed, irritated, and that was it. It was a bad New Year's.
Damn. I hate to tell you about mine. So I was in Vegas, right?
Yes. I had the time of my life, right?
So me and my girl and her friends, we went to Vegas, and it was cool. We went to the Link. That's the big Ferris wheel. We went to Hell's Kitchen. I had the what they call it, the beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington.
The beef Wellington. My girl got the risotto that he be yelling at niggas about all the time. And like, you know what, I ain't gonna lie, it could have used some salt. I wish he was there to yell at them niggas that day. He needed some salt. And my girl was like in love with the salt. Like, it was like this flaky salt. It kind of looked like road salt almost. Like the shit that you put like on your sidewalk. It kind of looked like that. Okay. And she was like, I love this salt. She literally took a picture of the salt. Wow. And then on the way back on the plane, I just saw her looking at her phone, looking at the salt.
She having an affair with the salt.
No, I'm like, we took like 20 pictures together and you're here looking at salt. But like, I'm like, all right. So we did that. We went ATV riding. We went to the wax museum and just drank a lot. I didn't really gamble. I think I probably spent like $20 like gambling. Oh. Yeah. So
it's unlike you.
That is not unlike me. What are you talking about?
I feel like you gamble more than that.
No, I don't. I might go to, if I go to like the casino or something, then I might spend like $60. Cause that's what I'm there for. But like when I went to Vegas, I didn't go to gamble. So when I was just like waiting to do other stuff, that was when I gambled. Okay. But no, that was my New Year's though. It was straight.
Any strip clubs or anything?
No, we were supposed to, but I don't know why. I don't know what happened. We just didn't go. But on New Year's Eve, they had a fireworks show on the strip, and that was fire. They did like right behind like Caesar's Palace. It was like right across from it, so it was nice. I mean, it was cold, but it was nice. And we took this fire picture. Damn, I don't think I posted it or nothing.
You ain't post nothing. You ain't post no pictures.
I gotta show you after, but it looked like another album cover, bro. Okay. It looked like the Chicago one.
Oh, nice. It was strange. So my girl told me specifically to ask you about the gummy bears and helicopter.
Gummy bears and helicopters?
Yes, gummy bears before the helicopter ride.
So we had took some edibles before the helicopter ride. Okay. And I mean, I think that was it. Maybe my girl had a different experience than I did.
Yeah, clearly, because she would not tell me. I was like, well, tell me in case he don't know. Like, tell me.
Yeah, no,
she didn't tell me anything.
Yeah, I don't think nothing really happened. I mean, the helicopter ride, I forgot about it, but yeah, the helicopter ride was like super lit. Okay. Like it was they dropped stuff. We started at the airport and they took us from like one end of the strip, which is like Mandalay Bay, all the way to the other, which is Stratosphere, and it went on.
Yes. Getting to the helicopter ride.
Oh, getting to the helicopter ride.
Getting to the helicopter ride?
Yeah.
Oh!
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
He dropping like a
the show just happened to go off.
Man, this was thin as fuck in here, man. God. Oh, that's what she meant.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
So I quoted it wrong.
Okay, so the helicopter place, they have a shuttle that comes and picks you up. So they tell you to just go outside, wait by this place, and we'll come and pick you up.
Mm-hmm.
So we sitting out there, we waiting. Ain't nothing happening or whatever. So I call them and they said, oh yeah, we just a little bit backed up. We'll be there in like 5 minutes, right? So 5 minutes come and they said they'll be there in the Sprinter. So 5 minutes come and then it's this bus that comes in and I'm like, and it's like all decorated in the junk. I'm like, oh, so this has
Clearly
to be
the bus.
Clearly the bus, right? So we get on this bus that's clearly our bus. And we driving in. I mean, we sitting in it, we riding in like, yeah. And then they get a call. No, I get a call. And they like, where you at? I'm like, I'm on a bus. Where you at? Right. Like, is it your bus? And then the lady in the front is just looking. She's like, what? And then I'm like, I look at my girl. I'm like, I think we on the wrong bus. And she had said that before we had left. She said, man, what if we get on the wrong bus? And I'm like, people just not getting on the wrong. People not just getting on the wrong bus.
Everybody don't just get on the wrong bus.
Like, that's not something that normally happens. And sure enough, we got on the wrong fucking bus. And so they took us back to the hotel. And then a right bus came. And it was like a Sprinter, like they said. And the first car was not a Sprinter. I didn't even look. But like, so we was high, we was drunk, we wasn't paying attention. We said a bus was coming. This is a bus. Let's get on it.
Let's get on the bus.
And mistakes were made. But we got to the place in time, the helicopter place in time.
Okay,
and
that's all that matters.
Yeah, it was super cool. So one thing that happened on the helicopter, we on the helicopter. It's two other white couples, and this lady. And these white people are joking about like dying in a helicopter crash. And I'm like,
always white people.
It's always white people, and I'm like, man, that's how Kobe left. And like none of us are really healed from that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't understand.
So you can't be joking about it. Like if that's how like Alex Trebek went out, y'all wouldn't be joking like that shit.
Prying y'all asses off.
Right. And
too soon.
Right. So we are on a helicopter and the white people are like, oh yeah, like we took this trip before and we like loved your playlist and all of this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, this music might be fire. So the first song that come on is like some old white, I don't know if it was like Motley Crue or Kiss or something, but it was like super duper white. And me and my girl just turned to look at each other like, the fuck?
This the fire playlist?
Like, cause we like, oh man, we get for like leaving white people. White people are next to us just rocking out to this shit. And we like, oh man.
Thoroughly enjoying themselves.
So we got Further in the Sky, and then they started playing Weekend Blinding Lights.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool, because we up at night around all the lights, and it's the blinding lights. I'm like, okay, I get it. Right. And then on our way back to landing, they were playing Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling, which is a song I actively try to avoid. Wow. It's an off-pod story, okay, but it's something I actively try to avoid. And then having to sit there and listen to it, I'm like, it was cool.
I could do without.
I could do without it, for sure. But it was, like I said, man, Vegas was a good experience. And, I'm definitely go back. I don't know when, but
okay.
I'm definitely go back.
That's what's up. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, when you going, dog?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably quarter-past never.
Dog, just go. Just fucking go.
Probably not, but we'll see. I don't know. But we have been like trying to make plans or whatever to go somewhere. I know this year is a big birthday for her. I won't say how old she'll be, but but yeah. So we think about a cruise or something, on the water or whatever. Mm-hmm. But her birthday like December, so we got time to think about it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like we didn't really do too much. I ain't really got too many plans or whatever. As you can see, I redecorated. You know what I'm saying? Move shit around.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice.
Thank you. I'm trying to do like a little tour because I moved all my printing stuff downstairs in the basement. Mm-hmm. So anytime I gotta do any kind of printing or whatever, I do it downstairs. Mm-hmm. Anytime I'm doing just like if I'm measuring something out or whatever, I do it up here. And then for like I want to do like YouTube videos and stuff like that of the clothing line. So anytime I use like this side as a backdrop or whatever. I always wanted an L-shaped desk, so I got one, but it's a little too small.
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon.
Of
course. I ain't going out.
Hey!
It's the pandemic. I ain't going nowhere.
Man, I got some stuff delivered through Instacart the other day. And I gotta say, it is more expensive, but it is infinitely more convenient. The
convenience factor, that's where they get you everything. Everything is the convenience factor. Yeah. I refuse to use any of those like groceries, like shipped, like those grocery store delivery. I refuse to use it. It's too much convenience. Like I already got.
You hate convenience too?
No,
along
no,
with your girl?
No, I don't hate
this inconvenient ass household. Like, damn.
I love convenience. I love it. I personally just would not. I wouldn't go that far because then I feel like being lazy.
So the reason I do it is because, like I said, is because it's so convenient. Because I work from pretty much. I leave my house to get to my job. I leave at like 4:30, and then I don't
p.m.
4:30 p.m.
Right.
And I don't get home when I'm coming up at the exit of my house. It's like 5:45 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So the grocery stores don't open till 6.
Right.
So in that 15 minutes, I could go in the house, shower, be ready for bed in that 15 minutes instead of waiting for a store to open, then shop, then go home, put the stuff away, then shower, then sleep, and all this other stuff. So for me, I'd rather just pay the extra $11 and just have it dropped off at my house.
See, I think we got two different things going on because like, and with me and my girl in our house, we, like, she handled the grocery shopping. Like, she'll ask me, yo, what do you want? And then I'll be like, all right, put some apples, some kiwis, some corn.
Well, nigga, of course you ain't gonna use the service. You don't do it no way.
Yeah, so I had to think about that from different perspective. I don't need it. Like, she do the grocery shopping, and if I got a longer list than others, I throw a couple of extra dollars on there. But for the most part, I got like 2, 3, 4 things. She get them for me. We'd be straight. Yeah, or I just go on like a Saturday or Sunday when I got off. So
see, in that I can do. Buy me on.
Yeah, I get it. When you only got like so many days off, and then they work you hard as hell. You're like, I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah, like
I literally walk around in my boxers and do nothing.
I literally did nothing yesterday, and my people was like, "Yo, can you go to the store for us?"
No,
no,
I cannot.
I can't. It's like, but we don't got no like garbage bags. I'm like, don't throw nothing away.
Don't throw shit away. Don't use nothing in the house. Like, that's it.
Yeah, don't.
But yeah, man, I ain't really. I've been watching a lot of basketball lately.
Cobra Kai.
No.
Cobra Kai.
Basketball.
Boy. No, Cobra Kai, bro.
Right.
That's
Go
it.
ahead. You can talk about
Cobra Kai is the greatest shit ever, dog.
Okay.
Ever.
I believe you.
Man, Because I remember when it was a YouTube original.
Okay. I remember
when it was a YouTube original, and I kind of passed up. I'm like, oh, Cobra Kai, that's the Karate Kid thing. I remember that, and I just decided to not watch it. And then I was at work probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm like, what do I want to do like while I'm working? Because I can watch movies while I work. I'm like, let me see what this Cobra Kai is about. And I binged it, dog. I binged it. I just finished it. It was 4 seasons. I hate that it was only 30 minutes per episode. I feel robbed.
Yeah.
And,
so you finished that like 2 days.
Pretty much. And, I just felt robbed, but it was it was great. I can't wait for season 5.
So did you? Of course, you didn't watch with your girl because you was at work watching it. Mm-hmm. Is there any series that you and your that you started, and then your girl? Yeah, you started a series, and your girl walked in on the series and was like, "Oh, what you watching?" And you were like, "Oh, this is insert title here, episode 1." And she like, "Okay, I'm watching with you." And then you get like 5 episodes deep, y'all both into it, and now she like, "Don't watch it without me." Like,
kind of, but not really, because she's more so TV oriented than I am. Because I can go forever and not watch a TV show, and I can be okay. But she's really into TV, so. More so, it'll be her. She'll be like, "Oh, that's how you put me on like The Game and Girlfriends and what's this other one? Whatever. Oh, like Insecure and stuff like that." So she'll already be on to something, but she'll be like, "Oh, it's this new season. Let's rewatch everything." And
she one of them.
She one of those. She's one of those like, "Oh, let's rewatch it." I'm like, well, I've never seen it because I don't watch TV, so everything is new to me.
Okay.
We watched Big Mouth together.
Okay.
I think that was like the only thing where we both started together.
Okay.
And we've been watching Gordon Ramsay Level Up or Next Level Chef.
Yeah, Next Level Chef. Okay.
Next Level Chef. We watched the first episode of that.
Okay.
But that's about it.
See, I personally feel like there needs to be, for the sake of the conversation, I'm gonna say Netflix rules and etiquette. Okay. So this is the dilemma I go through, and my girlfriend said I could quote her. She don't fuck with me no more. Okay? She don't fuck with me. All right? So this is the problem now. So this is the problem we came across, right? Where I'll be like, yo, I heard about this show or whatever. I probably won't mention it to her. I'll just be like, heard about this show or whatever. Sit down, episode 1. Oh, what you watching? And such or whatever. I heard it was pretty good. Watching it or whatever. Oh, okay. She snuggled up next to me. We watch it. And then we binge a couple episodes. And it's just, I guess it's just an unspoken rule that it went from now my show to our show. And it's like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, I got good taste and I should be able to watch this show without you just because you walked in and now it's our show. I feel like that's not fair. Like, we shouldn't, if we actively said, you know what, if she brought it up and I brought it up, yeah, I want to watch that too. And then we started together, that's different. But if I'm already watching it and you walk in and you enjoy it, that doesn't mean it's now our show. I should be able to keep watching it without you. But she don't fuck with me because of that reason. So.
See, I feel like our shows I do feel like that's something that needs to be clearly stated. So
Definitely.
So for like me and my girl, because we have different like watch schedules, if a show isn't like a weekly watch, I feel like it's hard for it to be in our show. Because like I said, the weekend is when we have the time to be together because like I be working, she be working, stuff like that. So for something like Big Mouth where the whole season is there, it's like, you mean I gotta wait till next week just because you doing something? Like,
you busy?
Right, because you busy? Like, like how's he gonna get out of this? I need to know.
We don't... we work crazy schedules too. Like, she work in the morning and I work in the afternoon. She work in like early morning leading into the afternoon. I work afternoon leading into the night. So we typically don't have time to like watch these shows together. So we do like Sundays or whatever. Like Sundays,
Bro, I feel like Sundays are just packed for you.
They are. Sundays are. Imagine back when I was like going to church heavy. Like
I'd have had to cut it out.
Yeah, I was something had to go at one point. But yeah, that was like Sundays is our days we watch them together. So it'll be back when I was going to church. It would be church, and then sometimes I would have to go to work on Sundays. So it would be church, then work, and then come home, probably sleep for like an hour and a half or whatever, and then we'll get up and watch something or whatever. Or we try to get something in right before I go to work or whatever, because she work from home now. So we try to get something in before I go to work or whatever. But typically, I just, let her rock out. She, we don't watch the same. We watch the same kind of anime, but she likes subs. Or, I don't say she but she'll watch the subs. I can wait for dubs. I can wait. I do too many things, so I don't really care to be up on it and when it drop or whatever. But yeah, it's just, so I can say one show that's our show is This Is Us. This Is Us is our show. Like, if she know, if she watched it without me.
Is this last season?
Yeah, it's already out. I think it's done.
Okay.
I think it's done. And we refuse to watch the last season. Because it's so good. It is, dog. This show only made me cry twice. Twice, G. Twice, dog. I almost teared up twice because of this show.
Man, I almost teared up on Cobra Kai, but continue.
Oh my God.
You don't watch it.
I don't know what happened. That's why I wasn't going to judge you.
Right.
That's why I wasn't going to judge
right.
you. That's why I wasn't going to judge you. But anyway, yeah, I love that. I love This Is Us. This Is Us is amazing. So then tonight, last Sunday, Euphoria aired the first episode.
I heard about that.
So, so we got to watch that or whatever. But yeah, that's been a back and forth lately in our house about what's our show, what's you can just go ahead and watch on your own. Because it was one day. It was actually over those 3 days I had off after what's that? After Christmas. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing today. I'm laying in the bed and I'm watching TV. So I went back and I watched season 2 of the show called Chewing Gum. You ever heard of that? So it's a really funny show. I forgot the lady's name, but
this is the Indian lady.
No, it's she's an African lady. She's in the UK somewhere, but she plays this young girl or whatever, And like her mom is like super strict Christian or whatever. She's a preacher, started her own ministry, all this stuff.
That sounds familiar.
And she's like trying to lose her virginity and be, get a boyfriend, all this stuff or whatever. And it's like hilarious. So I thought I didn't finish season 2. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead, watch from the beginning, make sure I'm caught up or whatever. So I watch it and I finally finished. And I'm like, oh, I did see this whole thing. So she got another show. So this is actually funny. The show she pitched to, I think she pitched this show to Netflix and they turned it down. And then she got it with HBO or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and finish this out. Because now this, I might be in hindsight, I might be in the wrong for this. So I was sitting around and I was like, I'm going to go ahead and finish this out or whatever. So this show, like, we did start together, but it wasn't actively said that, this is our show.
Nah, what about this? What about a show that you start watching together, but other shows start coming into, like, the fold, so those shows get pushed back? If you want to
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. So for some reason, we just stopped this show. It's called I May Destroy You. It's really good. I encourage everybody to watch it. It's really good. It's only one season. But like for some reason, we just stopped watching it because other stuff just popped up. 7 Deadly Sins, Big Mouth, just a bunch of stuff popped up. So we stopped watching it. And I was laying in bed and I was like, oh, they got like 3 episodes left. Click. So I sat in bed 3 hours and I watched the shows. And then I came out talking about, like, yeah, this should have ended differently, and she was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I May Destroy You. You finished it with that? And it was just a spiral just down from there.
Yeah, so, like, me and my girl, we was watching 60 Days In.
Never heard of it.
It's like the show where these people go into prison, and it shows them in prison for, like, 60 days. Okay. So we had started watching it, and then we just stopped. And then I'm like, but I don't want to be done watching it. So I'm gonna just watch some more of it. It's like
you done.
Yeah, it's like 10 seasons. We can watch another season together, but I'm finishing this one.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think it should be a time span on how long we haven't watched together.
Yeah.
And I can just keep on going.
I think it's a month. A month? A month.
Yeah, because you can binge a lot of stuff in the same day.
That's 4 weeks.
Yeah,
like, no, like you didn't know.
That's
over with.
So I mean, it's certain stuff I know she won't really care for me to keep going. Like I remember when I got her on Young Justice, and like Young Justice is amazing. I love Young Justice. It aired back when I was in college, and then like and then it got canceled after season 2.
I hate when shows I like get canceled, but they can have like 8 seasons of some bullshit on TV.
Nigga. They got two seasons of 13 Reasons Why, and I can't get 3 seasons of Young Justice. Anyway, but yeah, so they finally brought it back, and when they brought it back, it was on HBO Max. Oh no, it was on at the time it was on DC, the DC streaming service because they have their own little thing or whatever.
That's canceled, I'm guessing, because I ain't heard of it.
Yeah, it came and went like that because HBO Max got announced. So once HBO Max got announced, they merged it all together or whatever. So I was like, man, I'm not buying no DC shit to watch this show or whatever. Right. So
you so anti-DC, go.
I ain't buying no DC shit to watch this show. So I ended up finding on YouTube or whatever season 3. So I'm like, bet. So I found not YouTube, somewhere on the internet. So I watched season 3, and then she was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? What's this? So we was at the apartment. When you had the apartment, we was at the apartment. And I had just put it on, we watching it, and then it got spoiled. I spoiled it, unfortunately. And she didn't want to watch it no more. So I'm like, can I finish? And she's like, yeah, go ahead, finish watching it. I'm like that. So I turned it on. You remember the Meek Mill meme when he come around the corner and shit? That was me. So I'm like, hey. So I finished or whatever. And so now season 4 is out, and like because I spoiled season 2, and like she ended up finishing it eventually, but like she's like hurt that I spoiled this show.
You know, spoilers are terrible.
They are, yeah. And we didn't mean to. It was like if me and you was having a conversation, and like she was in the other room, Imagine if we had a camera and she walked out while I was talking about something. It was one of those moments. And like, I didn't think she heard me. I was talking to my cousin like, yeah, and then such and such died. And she was like, wait, they died? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, babe. But yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Shit, what else was it? I think that's all I have for TV shows.
That's it?
I think so for TV shows.
Now I can get back to, like I said, Kyrie and Clay are back.
Yeah, Kyrie and Clay are back.
Kyrie and Clay are back. I'm more happy about Kyrie being back. And not just because, you know, the whole, you know, winning the championship thing. Fuck all that. Like, I don't care about all that. Like, he stood on his morals, and he probably lost some money. You know, whatever. He's a millionaire. I don't care about losing money. But he stood on what he believed was right. And eventually, they had to come crawling back to him, which they did. Because honestly, with all of this new Omarion variant going around or whatever, everybody getting touched is ridiculous. So, like, all the health and safety protocols, people was dropping like flies left and right. They couldn't play. And then, if you honestly look at it, Milwaukee is not getting any worse. Chicago isn't getting any worse. Miami isn't getting any worse. Are you really going to let this amazing point guard sit at home and chill? Like, y'all pay him a quarter, half, whatever, how much of his salary? Like, you might as well let him play. So he can only play away games or whatever. But kind of found out if they pay like $100,000 or whatever to the city of Brooklyn, they could potentially he can potentially play home games too. And that's before the playoffs. So I'm happy he's back. You know, sometimes you gotta just stand on your morals and, you know, whatever. See what happens. Yeah. But yeah, for some, partly because of basketball reasons, but also because of, you know, his stance.
Oh, you know KD injured, right?
I know. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, which sucks. I mean, I think it was only a matter of time, honestly. He was playing damn near 48 minutes every game. So it was only a matter of time. He wasn't going to be able to keep that up for X amount of time. And I'm actually happy it happened while Kyrie is back, somewhat, partially back or whatever. But, yeah.
I think Clay is going to be well coming back. I think they're going.
He was good. He was good. They got popped by like 38 the other night. But,
yeah, but they just beat Chicago by like 30.
Yeah.
So, but Clay didn't play.
Oh, he didn't?
No, because he's not doing back-to-backs right now. He only playing like 20 minutes a game.
Okay. So. But yeah, he did a pretty good job. Yep. And like I said, it was funny to me because I put with everybody on Facebook. I put Clay coming back. It's over. And then I post the points, and I'm like, but Clay back. It's supposed to be over, right?
No, you always that nigga. And I'll be like, I know him personally, so I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm like, man.
But Clay supposed to be back. It's like he's supposed to be over, right? But yeah, people was heard about that. But I ain't tripping. I think they definitely gonna be a contender.
Yeah.
The Lakers look horrible.
Dog. Hey,
they look so bad.
If I'm Lakers, bro, I'm trading Anthony Davis, bro. Yes.
Why?
What you mean? Why? He don't play.
He's hurt.
He always hurt.
That's the risk you knew coming in.
Like, that's why I'm trading him.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm trading him.
I'm not trading Anthony Davis.
What's the point?
I'm not trading Anthony
Davis. It's like having a good ass car in like the garage, but it only got like 3 wheels. You can't drive the motherfucker. Like,
wait till I get a new wheel. I'll put them over on there.
But every time you put a new wheel on there, the bitch just fall right back off. Well, you can't never drive the bitch for more than a week straight.
While it's driving, it's amazing. But you can't beat me in the race.
Bro, but you can be able to race as long as I'm able to race, though.
It don't matter. When I race, I can beat everybody out here. When I'm racing,
bro,
I beat everybody out here.
Nigga, you race a week a year.
But for that week, I'm undefeatable.
But it's 52 weeks.
I'm 7-0 in the week. I'm 7-0. I'm 7-0.
Oh my god.
I'm 7-0.
I'm trading Anthony Davis. I would trade I would trade him for somebody similar, like a Karl Anthony Towns.
Nah.
Yeah, definitely. I would make that trade straight up.
Nah, I'm not getting rid of Anthony Davis. I'm trading Russell and I'm trading Tucker.
Only way you could trade Russell is if you traded Anthony Davis.
Nah. Cause
you have to give them both to the same team. Cause ain't no nigga gonna be like, I'll take Russell just cause. Ain't nobody doing that.
Nah, I'm trading THT, Russell, and I'm probably giving away Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. I don't want anything either.
You go. I mean, if you want somebody to take Russell, you gonna have to get them niggas picks and other players.
Yeah.
Because ain't no niggas just go straight up take Russell.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
and then people finally recognizing like, oh, this is why KD left. Like this is like finally after all these years of me saying I was saying it for the longest.
People have said that.
Nah, they
yes they have. They said it.
Once KD left. And Russell started doing those triple doubles or whatever. Everybody was blinded by the triple double, and it's like, bro, like y'all don't see what he's doing. Like y'all really don't see what he's doing. The team is set up like Steven Adams walks away from rebounds just for Russell to get them. Mm-hmm. Like he box out just for Russell to get the rebound. Mm-hmm. Like there is stat padding. These are not real numbers. Like it's not effective. Mm-hmm. He's horrible with the ball. He has no handle whatsoever. Like, people are finally seeing that after years of him messing up KD's chance at the title.
So, after his contract is up, because I think he has 3 or 4 years left on it, do you think he's going to get another contract, or do you think he'll be out the league after his contract expires?
He's an amazing point guard. He's going to get another. He's like, athletically. Like, he's still a force to be reckoned with. But is he going to get that with a title contending team? Probably not.
So, 2K, you know I feel about 2K. 2K, I feel like 2K has fairly accurate ratings. You disagree somewhat. Mm-hmm. But in 2K's most recent update, they gave Kyle Kuzma a higher overall than Russell Westbrook. How do you feel about that?
I think
overall
that's unfair because the past couple of days he's been trash. Like he missed a lot of shots. He's making a lot of mistakes over the past couple of days. He's been horrible. But
that's been since the beginning of the year, though.
Yeah, but at least, like, then he was averaging 20-something points a game.
Now on 30% shooting, though.
But that's what you get when you get Russell.
But that doesn't
Everybody knows that.
But volume does... So, but those are what ratings are. Ratings are a measure of efficiency. And efficiency... He is not.
Yeah, but Kyle Kuzma doesn't get as many touches as Russell.
But he's more efficient. It's efficiency.
If you want to get 3 touches and I get 30, just because you make 2 doesn't mean like you're not putting up more than I contribute way more than you do.
But but that was super extreme what you just said.
But that's what we look at. They don't get as many touches.
So you don't got no Alexa in here.
They don't get that many touches, yo.
Dog, I'm telling you their touches are comparable.
I don't think so, but
I'm telling you.
Because he's a shooting guard and he's a point guard.
Bro, and Russell Westbrook have like a whole bunch of turnovers, and I'm sure Kuzma doesn't, but I'm sure in terms of play,
because he don't have the ball as much.
You are. Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
He don't have the ball as much.
No. I don't know why you're like this.
Okay.
What's this nigga name?
Kyle Kuzma.
See.
I'm not a fan of numbers. I'm looking at the actual game.
If you look at the actual game, Russ is really ain't that good. Like I don't understand.
I don't think numbers directly translate to what's actually happening in the game. I may not get as many touches as you, and just because I make 5 shots out of my 7, and you only made 10 out of your 15, like that doesn't mean like just because I made more or my percentage is higher doesn't mean I'm better. Like, I don't get the ball as much as you do.
So they got the player, they got the player efficiency thing, right? Mm-hmm. That's where it takes into account your offense, your defense, mm-hmm. and all of your ratings, right? Mm-hmm. To determine your efficiency as a player. This nigga, Kyle Kuzma, has an efficiency of 11.4, and Russell Westbrook has one of 11.9. So for somebody who doesn't get the ball as much, that's pretty close.
The offense is ran through.
But I'm saying it takes into account offense and defense. It's your entirety as a player.
Okay.
So I'm saying,
I don't. Nobody could convince me about numbers. I'm just not a numbers guy. I'm looking at the actual game of what's actually happening. Like if it was different, if you were comparing Bradley Beal to Russell, because I'm pretty sure they get as many shot opportunities. They had a ball around the same amount of times. Now, if you're looking at that, that's comparable. Kyle Kuzma and Russell are not comparable to me. That's to me though. But yeah. But to go back to your original question or whatever, I don't think he should have a higher rating. But you know, if we're looking at these past couple games he's been playing or whatever, then probably so.
Okay. Kuzma is averaging like a career high though.
Pretty sure he is.
And Russell is averaging a career low.
Pretty sure he is.
And you don't think that entitles him to a higher rating?
No, because you gotta look at it's other things that go.
So what about Tobias? So Tobias Harris has a higher overall than Ben Simmons. How do you feel about that? Completely overall as players.
Yeah, completely overall as players. I don't think that should be. Even though. So
you're saying Ben Simmons can't shoot at all? And
even though Ben Simmons can't shoot, like I think Tobias is a pretty. He's a pretty good factor on that Philly team, but in other title contending teams, he wouldn't be that big of a factor. Just like Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is a factor on that Milwaukee team because it's not too many higher name people over there. But you put him somewhere else, he probably wouldn't be the Chris Middleton that we know now.
He started with Detroit, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Him and Christian Wood.
Mm.
Yeah.
I also mad when they let Christian Wood go.
I didn't care too much about him. But
see, I want to call it you being the GM into effect, but when we had our challenge, we both
lost
in the first round. I had a better overall record though in the regular season. Speaking of athletes, what do you think about that Antonio Brown thing?
That's crazy. I really don't know too much about football. But from what I was looking at, where like people were like, oh, he had a contract, he contract bonuses or whatever it was, and they didn't want him to play to not get his bonuses and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the text messages came out between him and the coach, and then the video of like the coach like doing the cut motion came out, and I don't know, but one of the things I do remember was like the big hit he took a couple years ago, and I'm gonna always go back to possibly CTE. Like he probably just making fucked up decisions and with CTE or whatever, early signs, and unfortunately, you can't diagnose CTE until somebody has died or whatever.
Right.
But I think these are clearly early signs of it.
What do you think about the way he left? Because I've always wanted to quit a job like that. Yeah, me too.
I love it. Trust me. Oh, I love it.
He said, we losing right now, nigga. I'm gone. He said, y'all sit here and take this L. That nigga rage quit in real life, and I love it.
Somebody at my job, so we got the team leads, the high-low drivers, supervisors, and the high-low driver team leads, high-low drivers, supervisors, and some management all have we all got little walkies or whatever so that we can communicate. Hey, I need this over here, or hey, I need this supervisor to come down. And one of the employees got a hold, or one of the operators got a hold of the walkie, and was like, "Fuck y'all, I quit." And everybody in the plant heard it. Apparently, I wasn't there that day, but yeah, every day was like, "Yeah, fuck y'all, I quit," and they did it or whatever. So I love it. I'm all for walking out on the job.
Me too. Me too. I've never done it, but I admire those who do.
Especially if you're in like a secure situation or whatever. Like I'm sure he's made millions of dollars or whatever. He probably got some money saved somewhere in the closet. He got money sitting around somewhere. Probably got investments or whatever. Quit. So what? Walk out. I don't care.
See, when I was at TCF, my manager, that nigga had went to lunch one day and just never came back.
Good on him.
Man, and he had asked, he made it so cool. He said, anybody need anything while I'm out? Like anybody need to go to lunch first?
Like he was coming back.
Like anybody need anything before, like anybody need to go to lunch first or anything? And then like 1 hour, we like this nigga, because it was like a half an hour. Because lunch was a half an hour there. It was like a half an hour, then it turned into an hour. And like, maybe he's taking a long lunch. It was like 2 hours. I'm like, I wonder if he alright.
He alright.
And then like,
he good.
Then like 2.5 hours later, we got a call from like HR. They're like, yeah, you quit.
Wow.
Like, and I'm like, way to go, Mike.
Good on you, man.
Good on you.
Yeah, we had people walk out, like, literally, high-low drivers get off the high low and walk out, leave it in the middle of the aisle.
Man, I feel it.
Yeah, I thoroughly. Good on you, Antonio Brown. You got my stamp of approval.
Absolutely.
Did we even intro the pod?
No.
We did not. What episode we on?
21.
21, okay.
21.
Welcome to the 21 episode Block Talk Podcast.
45 minutes in.
45 minutes. Hey, man. As y'all can see, we got video now. We gonna upgrade everything slowly but surely throughout the year. Just trying to start off everything with a nice bang. You know, y'all been asking for video. People been asking me for video. I don't know about you, but they've been asking about videos and all this stuff or whatever. So we got more to come. More things coming.
I made a meme. I was gonna post it, but it was from episode 20. We was talking about the Big Sean and the Wale thing. Mm-hmm. Dog, you had me so stressed talking about yeah. Oh, I think Wale got a concert coming up actually.
He do on the 28th, I believe, and I want to go, but I'm already out there. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'll pass on that one.
That's speaking of rappers. I want to say one thing going for like 2022 and forward. Mm-hmm. Just because you make a socially conscious song does not mean you're a good rapper. And I don't. It doesn't make you some like deep rapper. It doesn't mean, to me, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, you made a deep, like not even a deep song. You made like a black hit. You made a black song or whatever. Because like when what's his name, Lil Baby did like the Bigger Picture. They're like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's a visionary and all this other shit. And I'm like, Lil Baby? Like,
This nigga ain't Lil Baby. This nigga ain't Lil Baby. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but and then they hold it as a knock on people like Drake for like, oh, you're not talking about the black community, Drake. Like, you're not good.
Because they're not black.
But then I'm like, but then somebody like Beyonce be like, oh, you know, she's black, she's formation and all this other shit, and it's like she's the whole thing. And you know, I had listened to it was one of Beyonce's songs that came on the other day. It was like one of her black songs or whatever, and I'm like, this is not a good song. It just wasn't a good song. And you know, I listen to all kinds of music, so I'm not like a rap fan. I'm a music fan, so I can objectively hear music and be like, this is good, this is bad. It was not a good song. But I'm like, because it was Beyonce and she's black and all of this other stuff and it's a black song, and like, we're gonna hold your song like a higher regard.
Right.
But I don't think it deserves to be there. I don't like that. Like, if you'll make a black song, make it good. Like I thought I'm not racist. I thought that was a dope song. I think All Right is a dope song. I even think
the Joyner Lucas song.
Yeah. I even think Bigger Picture is an okay song, but like, let's just keep the praise in check. Right.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I do agree, though. I do agree. But like we were saying off mic earlier, I think Drake did it with God's plan, but it wasn't black focused. Just because Drake doesn't have a focus. Like, Drake doesn't sit in just one particular thing. So he has to do kind of like, so in my eyes, that song by Michael Jackson, They Don't Care About Us, like, he clearly has a warning in the beginning of the video or whatever, talking about how, you know, this is about everybody and everything or whatever. But I'm like, no, like, this nigga clearly talking about, you know what I'm saying, he clearly talking about the black issues or whatever, but like, it's Michael Jackson. You're loved by so many different races and ethnicities. You can't just sit in one particular pocket because it's gonna fuck up your money. So you can't do that. So I feel like Drake's God's plan was the humanitarian version of him trying to, you know, reach out and, you know, be in that socially conscious pocket or whatever. But yeah, I agree. Just because you make a socially conscious song does not make you a good rapper, a great rapper, a conscious rapper or whatever. Like Lil Baby, he didn't even want to do that. He didn't even want to perform it or do it or whatever afterwards. It was just, this is the moment and, you know, cool. But I kind of blame that on consumers, because if we didn't look up to these people so much, it wouldn't matter if they made these songs. Right. Now, I do think that I do think the praise is worth giving, because, especially in rap, because we have so many shoot 'em up, bang bang songs and gang this and gang that.
What the fuck is that? Yeah,
like I feel like we, even though like a little baby may not recognize what he's doing, going in the booth, making that song, I do think like you don't have to say I'm gonna never make this song, I'm gonna never make another one, never perform it, nothing like that, because I don't want to be in that box. Which I get it. You don't want to be in that box. You're so much more than that or whatever. Mm-hmm. Cool, you're an artist, be creative. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? Don't shun it just because you don't want to be in that box. Take it or whatever. Take the praise and keep on pushing or whatever. Mm-hmm. You just have to recognize that you did something that it was a big song. It was a really big song or whatever. So we are happy that something positive is being brought up, or not even positive, something other than what we're always getting is being brought up and talked about or whatever. So I think it's partly our fault, partly partly the creator's fault, but I'm putting the majority of the blame on the consumers.
Yeah. Do you think Kendrick dropping this year?
Honestly, I doubt it. And if he do, it'll probably be like August, September. Yeah. Just because, he left TDE.
Right.
And he's doing his own thing, PG Lang or whatever. And he just got, I think, a Netflix movie deal or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, he got some movie deal coming up or whatever. I don't think he's dropping no time soon. I think he'll do features here and there. But I don't think he's dropping no time soon.
Who do you think will drop next? J. Cole or Kendrick?
J. Cole will take 2 years between each project, so I think Kendrick will drop first. Yeah. So if
what did J. Cole drop recently that I did not like? What was it called?
That was not the warm up, not the drop.
The off season.
Yeah, off season.
Off season.
Yeah, it was in that workout kind of vein. But yeah, off season. So I think this year, take the year off. He'll be back next year. Yeah. One of the people I'm excited for this year is I'm excited for Earth Gang. Mm-hmm. They signed to Dreamville. I'm really looking forward to it. Well, Luke just dropped the album, but you mark it EP. I'm looking for a Push album. I'm looking for a Push album. He's supposed to be working with I think Alchemist or Harry Fraud, one or the other. Mm-hmm. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. I got into this new Jim Jones album. I heard it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Whew, that pizza. Yeah, I gotta listen to that. I'm looking for SZA.
Okay.
I'm looking for SZA.
Okay.
That's
to counteract that Summer Walker.
I was never a fan of Summer Walker, so I never.
Man, I tried to listen to that Summer Walker because everybody was hyping it up. Man, if that is bitter baby mama music if I've ever heard it. I'm like, I don't like any of this. I sound like I'm being attacked. Like
they are bitter baby mamas.
Man, I don't like none of this. Oh, one thing I wanted to since you on music real quick, I wanted to ask. Do you think the power of a cosign is overrated?
No. Well, explain before I answer. Explain.
So, I was listening to Donda, right? Mm-hmm. And I was listening to Off the Grid, that's one with Fabio Foreign, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember listening to it, and I'm like, man, Fabio Foreign went to FM.
Right? Yeah, he nice.
But I never looked up anything from him.
Like, I don't think you would like his music, though.
But I'm saying, though, I heard him on that, and I liked him on that. And I had heard of him before, but I never went on my way to listen to his music. But then his music was presented to me. I finally heard him, and I liked it. Yeah. But nothing said, I'm going to look this person up.
Well, that particular beat was kind of in that drill area kind of, but I don't think you'll really like too much of his music or whatever. He has a good style. He has a good flow. He's really nice, but I don't think you'll too much like his music.
But it's not even just him. It's people like even what's the old girl name? I like her a lot. Big Sean girl.
Janae.
Yes. So like when Janae was on From Time with Drake, that was like the first time I had heard her. Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing her and thinking, oh, she's nice. This is a good look for her. But again, it did make me say, I'm gonna go and look some stuff up for her.
So
have you ever heard a person on a feature with somebody well known and said, I'm gonna look this person up?
Well, I won't say well known, but I've done that with somebody that I like, and then I'll be like, hey, they work with this person a couple of times. This person might be good. And then I've heard that person on somebody else that I like. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, oh, they must this person too?
Yeah, so that's, I mean, it's like if you hear good stuff from the same person multiple times, then yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, have you ever heard somebody...
Like one listen off of a big cosign and...
Yeah, one song off of a big cosign and say, you know what, I'm going to check this person out.
Nah.
And that's why I believe that the power of, like, a cosign is overrated.
But you got to look at it. You're only one person. Imagine how many other people heard that. Like, yo, who's this nigga?
Well, we're two people.
Yeah.
Because you said the same thing.
Well, I heard a couple songs by him. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of his style of music, but he can rap. He's really good. Mm-hmm. But I just don't like I don't like that drill, shoot 'em up, bang bang kind of music.
But I kind of do that.
Oh, you do? Oh,
a little bit.
You do like it?
When it's done well. When it's done well. I mean, just because you talking about shooting niggas in the beat hard, that's not enough.
That's pretty much what it is. But I mean, but like I said, you might like it.
Like I said, so like in the Chief Keef era, like I was not a Chief Keef fan because to me Chief Keef couldn't rap. He was talking about like I don't like and all this other shit. Like the beat was cool, but the song wasn't that great, and he couldn't really rap like that. So I'm not listening to that.
He got one song with Mac Miller that I like. He had a verse.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. It's a newer or not. It's newer than all that I don't like and all that shit. This is like around the time where he was like away from that. Back when 50 was supposed to be working with him or whatever. It was like towards that era or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, but I understand what you're saying. But I think the cosign goes far. And this is the reason why I say that. Because so did we talk about the Nori and Kanye interview?
No.
I don't think we did.
No.
So so Nori had Kanye on Drink Champs or whatever. I love Drink Champs. Drink Champs is hilarious. Yeah, especially when you get certain people on it that actually drink and get involved, like the T-Pain episode. Amazing.
T-Pain is funny anyway, though. T-Pain is funny anyway.
Dog. It is hilarious. So long story short, this is to just full circle back to another argument. Kanye brings up Big Sean or whatever, right? And he is like, oh, you know, when I die, I'm here because I signed Big Sean, right? Big Sean never been on Drink Champs. Only reason why Big Sean was on the following episode of Drink Champs was to address everything Kanye said. I feel like, again, like I said before, Kanye is only hot. Big Sean is only hot when the people around him are doing something. We are finally seeing, like, I think this is the reason why I haven't been liking too much of Big Sean's music. We're finally seeing a Big Sean that doesn't have the good music backing. He doesn't have Kanye. He doesn't have Kanye. He doesn't have 2 Chainz. He don't got Pusha T. He don't got Saha. He don't got No ID. He ain't got John Legend. He ain't got Drake. He ain't got none of these big cosigns that brought him into the game and helped him get these big hits. He have none of them behind him. And I feel like Wale never got that big cosign. He wanted to get it from Jay-Z because he was under what's his name? He was under Roc Nation Management. Didn't really get it from him. Dropped out, got dropped or whatever. Got signed to a different label or whatever. That didn't pretty much work out. So then Rick Ross signed him. Rick Ross isn't as big of a cosign as Kanye is. I feel like if Wale had the Kanye cosign, we would be talking about it opposite.
See, I don't want to have a Big Sean and Wale part 2 discussion with you.
I'm okay.
Cause like so, when I think early Big Sean, like the Finally Famous and stuff like that, he didn't need good music for that.
He did.
He didn't. Good music. Finally Famous is a good music production.
It is the mixtapes or the album.
The mixtapes.
No, it is because he was on good music that entire time. He released nothing without good music, and he was on good music since Late Registration.
but nobody knew him. But nobody knew of him. And
but when he got that Kanye cosign on Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay,
Marvin Gaye
on their very first album.
That was after Finally Famous.
No, his first album is Finally Famous.
His mixtapes were Finally Famous.
I know. That's what I'm. He was when he got that big cosign from Kanye. Being he had the Kanye beat, he jumped on Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. He had all of that. And Kanye jumped on it, started pushing them. So look, took him to the cipher.
So a cosign can only take you so far. You have to be good to actually use it. Like Drake done hopped on songs with millions of niggas we ain't never heard from again. Like
that you haven't heard from again,
bro. Plenty of niggas ain't heard from. Like when's the last time you heard from Black Boy JB?
Me never.
Me neither.
Because I'm not looking for his music.
Nobody was looking for his music. Drake made dog. That nigga Drake got that nigga paid off that one song as well as many other people. Like I Love McConan. Them niggas went up on a Tuesday and that nigga was gone by Friday. Nobody ever heard from this nigga again. He's like a gay boxer now or something. Like I don't know if he fight, but
I think he like a podcaster or something.
Is he what he doing?
Yeah, I think he got a podcast.
Yeah, but it's like something like that. So I'm saying like these cosigns, and I'm saying a Drake cosign is just as powerful as a Kanye cosign.
Oh, most definitely.
And it takes that artist being good to sustain whatever boost they would have gotten. So people wanting to work with Big Sean, and Big Sean creating quality music is why he stays relevant. I don't think it's so much to do as, because we good music in a fight with Drake now, so now I'm about to blow up. Like, no, it's not like that.
No, he no longer has that push. So
what's been Wale's problem?
I feel like he's never had the kind of light that everybody else had.
It ain't his light, it's his fucking music.
No, it's not.
Dog, you was not about to sit here and do this again. Dog. Look, bro,
Moving on.
No, real quick. What is his best song without somebody singing on it? Tell me.
His best song. It don't matter.
No, I'm asking you.
What's Big Sean's best song without Kanye?
What? Dog, but that's from Finally Famous.
From anything.
Dog.
Anytime we think about it,
bro,
Big
his
Sean.
music, his Finally Famous mixtapes were good. What are you talking about?
But nobody knew about him. Nobody knew about him until when?
Until
Finally Famous did what?
No, the mixtapes. I know about the Finally Famous mixtapes before the Finally Famous album.
I did too.
Okay.
I did too. But
okay.
I'm saying he didn't get where he is now.
Uh-huh.
Until Finally Famous the album with the Kanye push. That's what I'm saying.
But nigga, that's anybody with a major label. It's a major label. Nigga, that's what it's for.
He was signed Wale was signed to Interscope. He was signed to Warner.
So he was signed to all of these major places, and
but he never had a cosign. I feel like a cosign is very powerful.
Nigga, a major record label is a cosign.
If J. Cole,
you had a whole label sign you.
If J. Cole never signed to Rock Nation, we would probably never know who J. Cole is.
No, we wouldn't.
We probably would never know who he is.
No, we would not.
Well, I would know because I was into his music before that. But yeah, I feel like we probably would never know who he is. And even though as good as he is, as great as he is,
as boring as he is,
as great as he
boring,
is, you sound crazy.
Give me a neck pillow.
As great as he is, we probably would have never heard of him as big as he is now without the rumblings of, oh yeah, Jay-Z signed him directly. That was it. Like we probably would not have gotten the J. Cole we know now.
Bro, I'm saying a major label cosign.
That's not a cosign.
I
can get signed.
How?
If I could get a major label, like, you know what? We can do something with you. We can write you a song, put you out there.
Uh-huh.
But I guarantee it'll be different if Jay-Z be like, you know what? This nigga can rap. As trash as I am, if they be like, this nigga can rap.
But the record label has the resources to put you in positions to get those cosigns. So, like, even though I know it's not rap, Lady Gaga is an Akon fucking production.
Yeah.
And the average person probably don't fucking know that. She didn't have to be co-signed. She did what she did.
Well,
did what she did.
That's different.
She made quality music that people fucked with.
She made pop music for
She
white
made
people.
quality music.
She made pop
She
music.
made quality music that people fuck with. The Fame Monster is a top 10 album of the 2000s. Period. In any genre.
That's cool.
And I'm saying she didn't need a cosign. She just needed quality music.
You also talking about somebody that targets a whole different demographic. So that's different.
No, I'm talking, but I feel like music is music, and you will get known how you get known. What are you talking about?
That's not true.
Yes, it
that's
is.
That's not true because when
so you're saying you can't blow up and rap without a cosign? Is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying you.
Tell me what you're saying.
I'm saying back to the original question: is a cosign overrated? I don't think it is. I think a cosign can make or break your career.
I think it's overrated.
Okay.
Because who else had one? Wait. Don't some Detroit niggas got some shit? Because oh boy.
But how do you define a cosign though? Because maybe we think about two different things. How do you? If just because I jump on your song, don't mean I cosign you as like I could just like this song. Yo, you got one. You got one. Like you said, Block Boy JB. You got one. Mm-hmm. Let me get on this real quick. That's your one. So I don't think that's a cosign.
So you think a feature is different than vouching for somebody?
Exactly.
So which one do you think is more important?
I think more important is the cosign. Cause I can hear your whole catalog. You can have 30 songs, and I'll be like, let me get on this one, and that's the one that's gonna blow up. That's the one gonna get you paid, and after that, I'm out. Mm. And I think that's valid.
But I don't think you would get on a song so by being on a song, you're co-signing that song.
Yeah, that song, not that artist.
But that artist is on the song. It's that artist's song.
Look, it's
not a subsidiary of the nigga.
As a veteran. Like, if I was a veteran rapper or artist, whatever you want to call it, and I'll be like, you know what? I got a good ear. This is going to be a hit.
No. Actually, no, you can't do that. You can't co-sign a song and then say you don't co-sign the artist. Because that's like a nigga being like, okay, this 6ix9ine song is really hot, but he a snitch or whatever. But the song is fire. I co-sign the song and not him. You can't do that.
It's a hit. Like, I can hear it and be like, it's a hit. If you want to be seen in a certain light by certain people, then yeah, sure, don't hop on it or whatever. Don't do that. But I'm pretty sure it's some people in the background thinking like, damn, that gumbo fire. I wish I would have hopped on that. That such and such is fire. I wish I would have.
Yeah, but that's with prior knowledge. I mean that's like looking back, saying like, oh, if he didn't snitch or whatever, then yes. But now I guarantee people to be like, well, if I knew it was gonna be like this, I wouldn't want to be with him no way. So like niggas like
I think that's a bad example.
Oh boy, yes, like him. He was like, oh no, I don't fuck with him no more because he snitched and shit. And they had a song together before, like while he was in jail or something. And then he was like, after he got out, he like, nah, nigga, you snitch, don't play that song.
Yeah, but they play by street rules and all that shit.
But it's a cosign is a cosign.
Yeah, I guess. I'm looking at nuance and shit. I think it's different with certain things.
Like that nigga Sada Baby had the song with Nicki, and she
technically it was a remix.
It was a remix. Okay. And oh boy,
but did she co-sign him? Did she ever bring him up in interviews? Did she put him on her album?
I don't know.
Did she take him on tour? She didn't do anything besides, I like this record. When you remix it, holla at me. Or his people reached out to her. It was like, yo, we finna remix this hot song. Hop on it. They paid her. She hopped on it. Business transaction is done. Mm-hmm. Right? That's a feature. That's not a cosign.
So I'm saying, but if Sada Baby was like a snitch or something, or a nigga had some bad rep or bad press attached to him, she wouldn't have did it. If Whole Lot of Choppers was by the song that she remix.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So if that song was done by DaBaby after he said all of that gay shit, I guarantee Nicki wouldn't be on it.
Yeah, of course not.
Because that's bad. That's bad press. So she could have still liked the song, but the nigga, but she can't co-sign the nigga right now. So
it's a bad look in general. That's an extreme. That's a bad look to work with that person. That's just a bad look in general.
So that's what I'm saying. So even though she likes the song, she can't fuck with that person. So you have to like both. You can't just like one. Unless you just like the person and you gonna be on the trash ass song, you don't give a fuck. You gotta just eat it.
But I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people be like, you my mans, I'm gonna give you this verse. I think a lot of people be like, you my mans.
Because you my mans. Because I fuck with you.
But I don't fuck with this song.
So, but I'm saying, I think that happens more than, I don't really care for you as a person, but this song is fire, I'm gonna hop on it.
When the last time you seen Drake drop with Block Boy JB? I don't know this nigga. I don't know this nigga. Like, I don't know this nigga.
Yeah, you don't know that nigga. But
this song is fire.
Block Boy
JB. The last time you heard Drake with Fetty Wap?
Oh, well, did you see him on the Off the Record podcast?
No.
Oh, he was on there with academics, so that's a good one. That's a good watch.
Oh, is that the one they were talking about? One of those songs was supposed to be for his boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
I heard about that.
Yeah, I think Fetty Wap actually did a very admirable thing with that.
Yeah,
I think he went about it the wrong way, but I think that was definitely
like trying to put your boy on and shit.
Yeah, we had an hour 10.
An hour 10.
Yep.
All right. I think this was cool. Let's we can wrap this up. I'm trying to get a table or something in here that we can sit up properly.
You got any fun facts or anything?
Yeah, man.
Or quotes or whatever you got.
Nah, I ain't that prepared this year.
Next this year.
This year. But yeah, I was at work, right? And I was thinking about cause it's this old video of this guy. I forgot his name. He don't make videos anymore. I'm so mad. But he be like, I remember y'all was wearing those. Insert old thing here.
Oh, yeah.
And he bought the Starberries. And I was laughing like, bro, like I had like 6 pair of Starberries. I remember. I had one like every color and
Me
shit.
too.
So
it was $15, right?
it was $15. $15.99 to be exact. So, and you can only get them at Stephen Barry's. So I was like,
rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Man.
So I was like, Tamir used to work there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Tamir used to work there.
Should have went to Eastland.
Yep. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I was like, dog, how much money did he make off of those shoes? Dog, he sold 6 million pair and made $90 million, bro. Easy lick. I feel like that was an easy lick. And they was only out for like 2 years.
I know.
Maybe a year and a half.
And you know what? They was talking about expanding the brand because I remember Ben Wallace had some, and I think Serena Williams had some, or Venus.
Man, I don't know, but dog, because then didn't Big Ben have the white and red ones?
Black and red, I think.
Okay,
he was in Chicago at the time.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, the company made $90 million off of that shoe. And that's while he was playing in China, getting the China money.
See, and that's crazy because if you can make that much selling shoes for 16, you can imagine how much Jordan and Nike making.
Off of 16.
Because Forces actually just went up from $90 to $100.
Yeah. Yep. And then some of them are actually like 110, 120.
Yeah.
I got a couple that's 110. But another one, easy lick. I think it was an easy lick. Selfie stick. The original. So I did some research on it. The original selfie stick, what the patent was put in years ago. Like before cell phones was even like out right now. So he put it in. It was supposed to be some kind of a tripod, but the tech wasn't up to date yet or whatever. But it was showing like the schematics or whatever, was like how it's supposed to work, how it extends, how you hold it, all that shit. And then eventually, once everything caught up, he was like, yo, I could put these on camera, on the cell phone or whatever, attach it with the camera, you hit the button, da. So, came out or whatever, he made the actual official selfie stick, he made $80 million off of that. 80 mil, and nobody has a selfie stick to this day. But I got $80 million in my pocket.
Right.
And that's with all the knockoffs on the market.
And it was something similar to that with the fidget spinner, because a lady made the fidget spinner, but nobody actually created one, or it didn't get popular until after the patent wore off.
Yeah.
Because I think a patent lasts for like 20 years or something like that. And so that's what we heard.
That's crazy. Yeah, but I was just looking up easy licks while I was at work making.
Did you type in easy licks?
No. No, I was thinking of like what's some stuff that was like here and gone fast. That like, man, I wonder how much they made off of that. I wonder how much they made off of that. Like my next one was, you remember was you around the girls that had the phone case that lit up?
No.
So it was a phone case. The case is like this fucking thick, like, right? But it had lights all around the case or whatever. You put it in or whatever, and it gives you a light to take selfies with or whatever. And I didn't look that one up, but it was like you know how they got the mirrors with the lights all around them. Yeah, it's pretty much that. And you put it in put your phone in there or whatever. But I didn't get a chance to look that one up. But it killed your battery though. It killed your battery. You had to cut it off and on or whatever. But it was bright. And it was girls in the club and this whole club lit up because girls are there with their phones or whatever. And then you put that with the selfie stick and you hold it out. It was fire. Okay. But like I said,
what a time.
There and gone.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty they made money off of this. Easy licks.
Yeah.
Easy fucking licks, yo. But you got anything?
For mine I got do you know what a subsidy is?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what the definition is.
So a subsidy is pretty much when you get money from another source to pay for something else. Mm-hmm. So a lot of airlines, or airline routes, I should say, are government subsidies. So what that means is you are contracted by the government to go from this place to this place, so many times per day, week, month. And we will give you X amount of dollars to make sure that happens. Okay. So, I was just looking one up, and we actually got one here from Detroit to Grand Rapids. So you can get like a round trip ticket from like Detroit to Grand Rapids, and it's like $200. Okay. But it's through Delta, and Delta is nice. Yeah. So certain routes in certain places, like I said, they're subsidized, so you can get them for like different rates. So it's like always $200 though. Oh. Like it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it doesn't care what day it is. That's just the price. So, and then if I was going to Grand Rapids by myself, I would probably just fly, because $100 there, $100 back.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. But then when you start thinking about like a family, like me and my girl and the kid wanted to go.
That's $600.
No, we driving.
Yeah,
we driving.
Yeah.
So because the flight is an hour, but the drive is like 6.
Yeah.
So it's like.
That convenience, I'll be like,
See, but like $600, nigga, like Jason Pitts appears, nigga, and it's like, you know what?
But so is it? So even if I pack my stay for like 7 days, like it's gonna still be that $600 for us 3.
Yeah, like I said,
if I want to leave on a Monday and come back on a Sunday, it's gonna be $600.
Flight price does not change. You can leave early Monday, come back later Monday. Flight price doesn't change. So like when you
might be worth it.
So when you do other routes that's not subsidized from like here to like Vegas, like I said, the airlines are actually based around business customers. So that's why it's usually like Monday and Friday are expensive and Tuesday and Wednesday are cheaper, because business niggas not flying throughout the week.
Right.
So those change, but the subsidized ones don't. So like for bigger states like Texas, like San Antonio, Dallas, and Houston, you can fly between all of those and it's like $50. Like no matter which direction you go. And all of those places are like 3-4 hour drives away from each other. Right. But you can get there in like an hour on the plane.
That's great.
So man, when I was sick the other day, I was on YouTube just looking at airline shit. I looked at airline shit for like 8 hours, and I'm like, I'm a genius now. Like,
it's a meme going around. It's like this is me at 4:00 in the morning. No, this is me. Yeah, this is me at 4:00 in the morning. After I got off my $17 an hour job. Oh, this house only $4.7 million. That's not bad. that's not on Zillow.
Yeah. Hey,
that ain't bad.
Hey, and you know what though? I saw something that said Zillow should lean into its space as a content site, because a lot of people go on Zillow just to look. A lot of people land on Zillow like really like looking like, you know what, like I said, $4.7 million not that bad.
It's not bad.
Like we'll look at it and be like, yeah, I have definitely done it. I'm like,
that's home safe.
I'm like, what's the most expensive house in Michigan? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, they got a basketball court. That's sweet.
That's fine.
But they were saying they should have like comment sections and stuff, because when you get them houses that be like 2 bedrooms, super small, and they be want like $200,000 for them, you got to have a comment section so you can slander them niggas, and that's how you bring the price down.
So when you said content, my mind went elsewhere. Like have them do their own like MTV Crib style.
No. Like no, let us leave comments and shit on there, likes and dislikes. So you'd be like, man, you fooling if you think we about to go for that pink bathroom for like $500,000.
The same bathroom that's in every single house on the block.
Bro, yes, and BMF. Oh, me and my girlfriend be watching BMF, bro. We on like episode 3. We have not got through it.
I'm not. I'm off. I'm off gangster shows. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of gangster shows either.
Yeah, I'm off.
But BMF is not a bad show. And I think the nigga who plays Big Meech's son, or I guess no nigga who plays Big Meech, you better act like Michael B. Jordan. But yeah, that's all.
Apparently that's
Big Meech's son.
No, that's his mom is an actor. It's a twin from Why Did I Get Married? The one that's always loud and shit. Michael Jai White's wife in that show. Mm-hmm. I think I think that's his mom. Okay. Or the twin, or her twin is his mom, one or the other. Uh-huh. But I know she a twin, and one of them is his mom.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. But before we go, speaking of travel, did you hear about them potentially trying to make a train from Detroit to Toronto?
No.
That's fire. Yeah, they trying to make a train from here to Toronto.
You know what? I think like fast local public transit should be something like Michigan should definitely invest in.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll be fire if you could get on like a bullet train or something to like downtown Woodward. Like Woodward, get downtown, and it'll take you up Woodward all the way to like Auburn Hills or something like that. And then like an 8 mile one, not 8 mile because we use that, but like like 7 mile or something from like Gratiot to like fucking Livonia or something like that, and it just go back and forth both ways or something like that. I think that'd be fire.
Yeah,
I think that'd be fire.
Yeah, I think I'm a. So
I was actually looking at trains today. It's so funny you said that. I was actually looking at Amtrak trains today. That's and because they was talking about something they call the Sunset Route. It goes from New Orleans to California.
Oh wow!
And I want to say it's like a 30-hour train ride. But they was showing like how much space is on the trains, and they was comparing it to like airplanes and stuff. Like people was like sticking their feet out, and they couldn't touch like the chair in front of them on the train.
30 hours.
But you can but of course they don't go the whole time. They stop, they let you off for a little bit, and then they got like food carts, and then you can they got like different areas to where you can like chill, so you don't got to sit in your seat the whole time.
Okay, that's cool.
Cause like it's not a plane, it's not turbulence like that, so you can get up, you can walk around, and then because it's a train, niggas ain't taking trains, so it's not crowded. Right. So you can usually have like 2 seats, 3 seats to yourself and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And I was looking at it, I'm like, you know what?
That ain't bad.
And I'm like, babe, how'd you feel about going on the train? And she said, no, not at all. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Are you okay? Before we go, I got a scenario for you. Would you rather fly? Would you rather have the ability to fly, or teleport? I think I asked this already. I think I asked you this.
No, you didn't. But I would teleport.
You would teleport?
Why would I waste time?
Okay. Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. It's a two part. Okay, so would you rather be able to fly, but you can only fly as fast as you can run, or teleport, but it feels like you get kicked in the nuts every single time? You don't actually get kicked. Like when you teleport, somebody don't pop up and kick you, but it feels like the pain from teleporting feels like that.
Kick me in the nuts, bro.
Really? Really? Oh my God. Okay, so
because look, I know how fast I can run, and it's not that fast.
But you can train yourself to run faster.
But as a human, you top out around 18 miles per hour, bro.
Not Usain Bolt? No, I'm joking. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying if I want to go from like here and I want to go to Vegas for the weekend or whatever, I'll take the kick to the nuts. I will take the kick to the nuts, and I can be there instantly. Yeah, and I just got to chill for a half an hour after I get there. Like, yeah.
Okay, so that whole chain of questions,
convenience,
is supposed to answer: Are you a journey kind of person, or are you a destination kind of person?
Oh, I'm definitely a destination person.
Yeah.
I don't care how I get most places. Like I said, so my girl be like, "Oh, I don't ever want to fly Spirit again for this and that reason." But I'm like, "Babe, it's $60."
It's $60.
Like it's $60. Like nigga, fucking Delta's like $800. Like, but we gonna get to the same place.
Go to the same place.
Like sometimes your flight might get delayed. Yes, a little uncomfortable. Yes, but like,
Be there.
That's what I'm saying, man. I would still rather be uncomfortable for 4 hours and save $400 than to be more comfortable for 4 hours and spend $400 more dollars.
I get it.
Like, man, you know I can do.
I'm a journey guy. I like the journey. Like even when I'm in a car or whatever. If I'm a passenger or on a plane, on a car, in a car or whatever, on a bus, I gotta look out the window. I like the atmosphere. I like seeing different shit. I'm a journey guy.
And don't get me wrong, I don't mind the journey, but like it's not necessary. Like if let's say I was going to like Traverse City or something, it was a 4-hour drive. I wouldn't mind like taking a train or something. Like next time I go to Chicago, I wouldn't mind taking a train.
I'm definitely taking a train.
I would not mind taking.
It's the same amount of time.
You can't drive it in that motherfucker no way. So that shit was stressful. Man. But I think I might want to go to Chicago again soon.
I want to go to Toronto this year. Like I want to go to Toronto. If Canada lighten up on the COVID stuff or whatever, I want to go to Toronto.
Yeah, fuck around and get stuck out there.
Yeah.
Now you got to work for the fucking Raptors.
Hey, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Somebody set you up for some bullshit, they get you like an application for like the Vancouver Grizzlies. So. My nigga, they been gone for years. Nigga, like.
Bruh. All right, man. I think that's it. We ain't got anything else to talk about.
I'm good.
We gonna work on this whole video thing. Get this straight away. But hope you guys like it. Make sure you go follow us on YouTube, Block Talk Podcast or the Block Talk Podcast. Look for our logo. Are we? Do we get on Spotify and stuff yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Spotify, Google. Is it Google Podcasts? I think it is.
It's on Spotify, it's on Google Podcasts, and
Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, all that stuff or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Facebook. I'm gonna try to get back active on the Instagram. Like they be trying to get me on there. I don't really be on there.
Don't me either.
Yeah, I'll open it just to get rid of the fake notifications. And
fake notifications.
Yeah.
Somebody else posted a story.
Right. I don't care. Like.
Nigga.
Right. I don't know this nigga. But yeah. Make sure y'all leave comments about what y'all want to talk about if y'all like this format. But yeah. Other than that, I ain't got nothing.
All right, man.
That's it. All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Move, motherfucker.